There is a huge correlation between having epilepsy and constantly feeling extremely fatigued and exhausted. I know for myself, this is extremely true as someone with epilepsy. I'm constantly exhausted every single day, and it's a battle I fight with all the time. Something I've kind of just had to learn to deal with and put up with and fight through. Why does epilepsy cause exhaustion? Well, it's the seizure activity. Seizures are intense events that drain mental and physical energy, leading to post event tiredness, post ictal fatigue. And it often co occurs with sleep problems. I myself have insomnia, and oftentimes the medication side effects are drowsiness and fatigue as well. And the mental health co occurrence is also high. There are high rates of depression and anxiety in people with epilepsy. I myself also have major depressive disorder as well as anxiety. Big shocker. As well as the cognitive load. So, managing epilepsy itself is basically a full time job. There's memory issues, and it can be extremely mentally draining. Seizures have a huge effect on the body. Sometimes even lack of sleep itself can trigger a seizure, and it can lead and feed into this negative cycle where the seizures cause lack of sleep, the medication causes lack of sleep, but then through that lack of sleep causes a seizure. And fatigue is a feeling of overwhelming tiredness, weakness, or exhaustion that can be mental, physical, or both. And when you have epilepsy, you are more likely to be affected by this than other people. And if you often feel low on energy as a result of your epilepsy, you're definitely not alone. One study found that people living with epilepsy experience fatigue up to 4.1 times more often than compared to those without epilepsy. And depression affects about 1/3 of people with epilepsy, and its symptoms are different in everyone. In a 2025 research study, epilepsy research found that 47.1% of people with epilepsy had fatigue that could be due to the depression. So it's all quite interconnected. The fatigue may sometimes trigger epileptic seizures. A cycle can develop with depression causing fatigue, which contributes to seizures, and these seizures then cause more fatigue, which contributes to depression, and so on. So now obviously, in order to manage this, it's important to track your fatigue, talk with your doctor about your medication, how it's affecting you, treat the depression, etc. But honestly, at the end of the day, you're gonna be dealing with exhaustion pretty much always. It just becomes a way of life that we deal with. I wanted to share this because the link is so strong and the evidence supports that this is the truth, that the exhaustion is extremely real in people with epilepsy, as well as it co-occurring with depression, and how this cycle all kind of connects with one another. So please be kind to yourself, show yourself grace, and know that sometimes these things are just out of our hands, and it's a part of having epilepsy that we kind of just have to deal with and work through. Again, there are ways to alleviate it, make it better, like again, exercise, eating well, blah, blah, the whole song and dance. But at the end of the day, this is a very real part of having epilepsy, and you're not alone.